So here are some features that make this thing awesome. One, its size. It's small, it's tiny. Just look at it next to my A6500 with a 16mm lens on it. Yeah, this one is a lot more travel friendly. The other one is the screen movements, and this took a while for me to find someone to actually show this, but you can literally flip it around to show yourself and then flip it back around. And you can also, if you want to have the screen on the back, you could just do it that way. If you want to have the screen shut, you can do it that way. And if you want to angle it, so like let's say you're up high, you can angle it down. If you're down low, you can angle it up. It's a really versatile little screen. Another one is the sound muff. So there's actually a little sound muff that slides in on the top of the hot shoe, and it covers the microphone. That way, if you're getting a lot of wind, that will take care of it. That's a pretty cool thing, actually. Important to know, besides the hot shoe at the top, there is a microphone input on the back, and there is a micro USB port where you can actually connect it to your computer and use it as a pretty good webcam. And there is HDMI out in case you want to connect it to a monitor or a cam link. It has its own zoom lens on there, and it is electronic, so you can actually control it with a Bluetooth remote. It does shoot in 4K, and because it's got a 1-inch sensor, the quality actually looks really nice. So this is a low lighting test, just like vlogging outside. I have a microphone and a little light, and the light is even at a low level so that it's not too bright. And yeah, so it actually does really good for nighttime vlogging. Another cool feature is this button on the top where you can click on it and you can actually do a blurred background. And it actually looks like you're shooting with one of those lenses that has like an f1.4 on it. And there's a bunch of customizable buttons where you can set some really great features for quick access. There's also built-in stabilization you can turn on, but then also an active stabilization. So if there's more action going on, you can turn the active one on, and that will crop in a little bit more, but it also gives it a lot more stabilization. Switching between modes is really easy with this button at the top that says mode, and you have your slow motion mode. And this is one of the things I like a lot about this camera, is that you could switch easily between your slow motion modes, and you can actually make it super slow. Check out, just look at how slow this is. Now, if you're wondering how I got the shot with the red hoop and everything else black and white, this has actually been a Sony picture effect for a while now. Just a lot of people don't know about it. You just have to turn on the picture effects and go find it and isolate which color you want it to show. Going back to the screen, I love how there is touch focus mode, but then also you could set it to tracking focus, meaning you can select an object or a person and it will actually track them actively, so that no matter how far away they move or whatever, it'll track them and keep them in focus. Other than that, it's nice to just be able to press on a certain foreground or background and let it switch between, and its autofocus is really fast. So for all the things that this camera can actually do, this is a really good value.